Right, and this one, this nuke has the original queen from that colony in it because she was just, basically she's too small. She only had, what, a couple of frames of brood, or a couple of frames with brood on.
Yeah.
When the other full-size colony had sort of 5 frames of brood. So we thought, well, we'll take her out and put her somewhere. But she's producing nice, sweet-tempered bees. So we thought we'd keep her and just use these to reinforce the parent colony as and when we need to. Because it is, after all about numbers.
Absolutely.
So we've kept this queen for her nice bees, and well, it looks as though we might have done the right thing, judging by the way the other ones aren't getting mated. Move, feed you, go on. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see. And first frame is basically, there's pollen and there's nectar, and we did feed these last week, so
they put anything in there?
Not necessarily nectar, but it's,
they've got some stores at least.
They have stores, which they didn't have last week when we went through.
No. And I guess some of these will soon be, or well, they are going out, will be foraging soon, won't they? So the numbers will be sufficient to support the colony. Oh, and we've got brood.
Oh yeah, I mean that's
quite good.
For this little queen, that's quite a lot of brood on that frame.
She's not doing too bad actually, is she now?
And there she is.
Oh yeah.
Under that bee.
Yeah.
Because they're ashamed because she's been painted. So they're sitting on top of the paint spot so you can't see it.
That's not a bad cluster of brood, is it? Or cat stuff? Are you seeing any eggs at all, or larvae in there?
There were larvae around the outside. There's larvae around this. Yeah, there's eggs along the top in that one, on that side.
Oh, above the cluster?
Yeah. There's sort of larvae around here, and then there's a few eggs up there.
Okay. Might see them on the camera. They're hard to see, aren't they?
And yeah, well, this is the same on this one, I think. Okay.
So she's still laying eggs and
still doing a little bit of stuff. Go on, you, move your silly feet.
and again, they're very nice sort of natured bees, aren't they? Which was the other reason we kept that queen, because if she'd been laying horrible nasty bees, we would have probably done away with her.
Yep. And again we have a
she's doing alright, isn't she?
frame with a lot of seal brood on. I mean, I wouldn't mind putting that in with the other lot.
Just to give them a bit.
Just to give them a bit of a boost, and it very often sort of persuades them to start laying because I don't know, there's something about the pheromones that go with brood that encourages the queen to lay.
Right.
I think. I don't
Oh, it
know
makes
what
sense.
is.
I would imagine there's definitely going to be pheromone there.
But the thing is, you don't want to put eggs in because they might then produce another queen, and with the number of bees
Yeah,
that are in
yeah.
there, she'll be small. But so you know, it's a judgment call that which ones you put in. I mean, there's eggs in the top corner of this one. All of those cells there have got eggs in. And
So
there's
she's.
an emerging bee just there.
Oh
So
yeah, there it is. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh.
being helped along by her sisters treading on her face and
As always, yeah.
generally taking good care of her.
So that's a good frame, isn't it?
It's not a bad frame. It's a bit patchy, but
Bit patchy.
it's because the queen isn't laying huge numbers of eggs, or hasn't been. Then you tend to get patchy brood because there wasn't a lot there before, and then they put pollen around it, and then by the time the brood's emerged and they've eaten the pollen, the queen's moved on to somewhere else, or she's laid up the space in that frame and left a lot. So until a bit later on, when she actually gets really settled into a rhythm, you tend to get frames like that with sort of patchy bits of brood and quite big areas next to each other, and then with gaps in that, you know, are sort of inexplicable unless you realise that a week ago those gaps were full of pollen or nectar or something,
Yeah.
so she couldn't lay there. Right, and again we've got another quite
It's not too bad, is it?
broody frame.
Young bee there.
Young bee there, rushing across the comb. Thinking, golly, it's suddenly bright and light.
Yeah.
What's going on? And again, more brood, more larvae. It's sort of filling in there, so obviously you're going to get a perpetuated pattern of different age brood in that frame.
Yeah. Oh, is there larvae in there? That corner? Or is that pollen?
There's what? There's larvae down there. There's larvae in these ones here. There's larvae there, and then there's larvae up there.
Oh, yeah, I thought that might have been. Looked a bit. Yeah. So she's been on that one a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
A week ago, probably. So this doesn't appear to have any. This hasn't got any cap brood. So this has either got eggs or it's nectar.
Mm-hmm. And it's nectar and pollen.
Nectar and pollen. Yeah. So that's there. This is a larder frame.
Mm-hmm.
Stores, just stores.
They will. I mean, if they needed to, they would move that pollen really fast because once if the queen's demanding the space to lay in these frames like that, then they do shift the stores really quickly.
Yeah. Final frame.
Final frame.
I imagine this is going to just be stores, but stranger things have happened.
Yeah, just nectar.
Yep, it is, isn't it? A few bees tending to it. Same the other side.
Yep. A few dotted about bits of pollen and stuff. Mostly just nectar. Right, so they're alright.
Yeah. Did you want to take the frame from this one? Or should we leave it for next?
We'll leave it for
Till next week.
day. Oh, it's too hot to be messing about and going back on ourselves at this time of night. Right, you lot, I want you all down between the frames, not on the top and not on the sides. Get down. Yeah, get down. You're in the way. Go on. In or out, you dozy girl.
Well, I didn't hear any. No crushing sounds.
I didn't put it down.
Oh, got a couple of bees in. Yeah, they're gone. They're trying to get in there. There we go. So there we are. So that's our old queen. She's in there, still laying eggs. And thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy what we do here at Mantel Farm. Don't forget to like and subscribe and to keep up to date with our latest videos here on YouTube.